Hello, I'm Malcolm Hornby, and this video will focus on the South and Red archetypes. Of the 8 elemental archetypes, South and Red are the two that animate basic human nature. These two drives create sexual attraction, a desire to procreate, and a need to raise and nurture children. They ensure the survival of the human species. Red governs a woman's desire to attract a worthy mate with whom to have children. South drives the common man's interest in women and his desire to father children. These drives are not a matter of choice. They operate within us as they do, regardless of social mores, and they do not always conform to physical gender, as George will explain. George is an AI-generated avatar. Hello, George.
Thank you, Malcolm. I'll start with the South archetype, which motivates the ordinary working man. He seeks sexual activity, a mate, and fatherhood. His satisfaction comes partly from family life and partly from constructive work, particularly work with tangible results. The orientation of a Southman is short-term. A day's work must be balanced by pleasure. The Southman is no intellectual. He learns by doing. He needs apprenticeship, not formal classroom education. While idea-oriented, he is also emotional. Of all the male types, he is likely to be the most physically strong, yet the one most likely to be moved to tears. Are you South dominant? Do you wish to father children? Do you think your life would be wasted if you never had a family of your own? Do you prefer work that yields tangible physical results to mental work? Do you identify as a craftsman or an ordinary working man? After a full day's work, do you feel you've earned the right to relax and enjoy yourself? Do you refer to people who make the rules as they, as in us and them? Answering yes to most of these questions shows an active South archetype. Perhaps you have South hidden in you. Let's see, do you not want children of your own, but would intervene to protect the children of others? Do you believe paying taxes to provide free education or healthcare for all children is the right thing to do? Do you admire people who create things with their hands? Do you admire handymen who fix mechanical and electrical problems? Yes answers indicate that the South archetype is in you, operating under the covers. You are entirely lacking in South if you think children are pests, and if you think small-minded people are overpopulating the planet, or if you call women who bear multiple children birthers, or if you think the government should limit the number of children in a family, or if you dislike women. If you agree with most of these statements, you lack South and do not understand the common man.
Okay, George, let's move on to the Red archetype.
Will do. A striking thing about Red is that it drives a person towards physical attractiveness. Appearance is very important to a Red. The underlying goal is to attract a mate for marriage and children. Within a marriage, the Red type is dedicated to family, and if given the chance, will happily recount the accomplishments of children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren if they exist. A Red takes pride in the accomplishments of offspring, for they reflect upon her and her significance for mankind. She gets pleasure from trading stories with other mothers. She likes to gossip. The aim is not knowledge. The aim is release from the stresses of everyday life, if only for the duration of a cup of tea. Bottoms up. Are you Red dominant? Do you wish to have children? Do you feel your life would be wasted if you did not have children? Do you decorate your fingernails and toenails? Do you try to attract handsome, well-built men? Does an older man with wealth and power attract you? Would you try to protect your children regardless of their transgressions? The more you answered yes, the more dominant is your Red archetype. Perhaps Red is hidden in you. Think about this. Do you not want children of your own but delight in other people's children? Are you secretly attracted to men but hide the fact? Do you enjoy wearing costumes? Yes answers suggest hidden Red. Are you entirely lacking in Red? Do you dislike children? Do you find men crude and physically unattractive? Do you care little about your physical appearance? Do you not want marriage? These are indicators that red is missing from your psychological makeup.
Okay, George, my turn. All the 8 archetypes provide us with distinct drives or urges or motivations that make us act in certain ways. The red and south archetypes provide us with basic human instincts that are, in a sense, animal drives. For example, the urge to eat and drink, the need for warmth and shelter, and sexual desire. In the first video in this series, I described a dream that implied I had all 8 archetypes active inside me, including red and south. But I am a heterosexual male, and that is the south drive. As for red, I may find some men attractive but do not want sex with them, and there are women to whom I am not sexually attracted. Sexual attraction is complicated. So, how to explain heterosexuality when both red and south archetypes are active? My answer is this: the human body produces hormones that not only create masculine or feminine physiques, but also produce within the body a mental and emotional environment that leads to a biased expression of the psychological archetypes. Male hormones produce a bodily environment that resonates with the south archetype, thus emphasizing it. Female hormones resonate with the red archetype, thus emphasizing that. In either case, the unexpressed archetype remains, but is hidden in the psyche, where it reveals itself through projections onto other people. Thus, the hidden red in a male will project itself onto certain women, creating a physical and emotional attraction towards them. In heterosexual women, the reverse is true. Red is expressed while south remains hidden and projects itself onto certain men. The hidden or unexpressed archetype exists, but does not form part of one's personal identity. That's the general process. There are, however, variations. Back to George.
Okay, Malcolm has given us his thoughts on common sexuality. Now, without this hormonal bias towards masculinity or femininity, there would be less procreation, and human survival could be at risk. This is good reason for heterosexuality. But the deeper psychological truth remains. Psychological drives can be the equal of, or even overpower, hormonal biases. A biological male, for instance, may identify in his mind as female. Or a biological woman may identify as psychologically male. A male who considers himself to be a woman trapped inside a male body, wants to put on makeup, prefers to wear female clothes, and may consider a sex change operation. A biological woman may prefer men's clothing, find women more attractive than men, and she too may seek a sex change operation. These are not moral wrongs. These are powerful expressions of archetypal pulls. To ignore or deny them is the moral wrong.
Thanks, George. Now tell our viewers about the people and places that represent south and red in the psychodrama I wrote.
Malcolm's psychodrama is split across 2 novels, Mining the Psyche and Seeking Ascension. The primary south character is a carpenter known as Brick. Will you say a few words, Brick?
Yeah, it's me, innit? I work for Lord Roland. He's the boss, right? He got me out the pit, so I owe him, don't I? Yeah, and I fancy Betsy. Had me eye on her for ages, making this doll's house for our daughter, ain't I?
Okay, the pit is where the traits and worldviews of Southmen predominate. The lower down the pit you go, the harder becomes survival. At pit bottom, life is mere existence. Now, in the novels, the red archetype is represented by Betsy. She does not care to speak in public, though she's extremely chatty among her friends. How are you doing, Betsy?
I know boys like me. They give me the eye all the time. But I'm saving myself for a guy who's got tons of money and is brilliant looking. Todd Dow.
Thank you, Betsy. Both novels are available on Amazon in paperback or Kindle ebook. As Malcolm is playing a video game, I'll say goodbye on his behalf. Thanks for listening, and be sure to watch the upcoming videos in this series.